What's going on, guys? Cody Marchand at HideandSeek.com, and we're here to break down our favorite wide receivers for Week 11 on Draftkings under 5K. So, the best way we can do this is check out the site. I have a very specific article this week that I just tweeted at Hide and Seek, breaking down my favorite wide receiver cornerback matchups this week. Spoiler, 3 out of the 4 guys that I'm going to talk about right now made it onto this article. So let's check out the article, because that's where we got a lot of data from, and we're going to use it a lot. So obviously there's going to be more expensive guys like Alshon I like this week. I like Golden Tate. Love Michael Thomas. First name, though, on our list, under 5K, Cole Beasley. 4,400. Let's go over so you can see him over here first before we talk about him. 4,400, right? Playing in Atlanta, on the track that is Atlanta. And I'll show you why I like him right here. The Falcons have allowed a league-leading 109 receiving yards per game to slot receivers. Also, since star Deion Jones went down, who may or may not be back this week, the Falcons are last in the league in yards allowed per pass play. With Deion Jones, 6 yards per allowed. Without Deion Jones, 7.3. So that's a big difference. That team is hurting when it comes to injuries at that linebacking and safety core. And, Cole Beasley is going to be on Brian Poole. Brian Poole cannot cover slot receivers this year. Atlanta as a defense has given up 30.8 points, I think, at home so far this season. Let me just double check that, because I looked up the stat the other day because I was trying to determine if I wanted to play Dak Prescott. And I really had to break down their game log at home games, giving up 30.6 points a game. So they should give up points, right? They've been giving up over 350 yards in the air a game at home, giving up over 30 points a game. They're worst in the league against slot receivers. At 4,400, Cole Beasley is a place where I am attacking early and often. I think it's a good place to save a lot of money. He's probably my favorite value on this slate, and I think that he's going to be in a good amount of lineups. I know that he doesn't have that crazy upside. Like, what's the best Cole Beasley going to do? He's going to do the game against the Jaguars. This is kind of his upside. That's his ceiling, which is what? 34. That's a good ceiling. But he could easily get 7 catches in this game, guys. 7 catches, 60 yards, 13, 14 points. I'll take that from a 4,400 receiver. I'm not expecting him to get in the end zone, but if he can get 7 catches, I think at 4,400, that's a steal. The next person I want to talk about is Kiki Cutie. Real quick, let's see if there's any injury update. It looked like he was trending to play all week. I want to kind of see about... Okay, so he did get into practice, even though it was limited. At least he was out on the practice field. And that, to me, normally when they're practicing as early as Wednesday, unless they get downgraded later in the week, I think Cutie's going to play. At 4,500, he's going to be playing up against Fabian Moreau, who's a second-year corner out of UCLA. Since Week 7, Washington's allowing 15.7 PPR points to slot receivers. And I think Cutie's above average in the slot. Obviously, we're going to have to see what it looks like having Demaryius Thomas out there. But Watson was fine throwing to Cutie even when Fuller was there, who I think is a much better target than Demaryius Thomas. So I love Kiki Cutie's talent. I think that he's a great play at 4,500 against this Washington defense that's, they're banged up. He hasn't played a couple weeks because of that hamstring, so it's something to monitor. But I like the talent, I like the price, and I like him going up against Fabian Moreau. The next person I want to talk about on this list, the last one that's on this list, is DJ Moore versus Tabor. Most of Detroit's secondary is really banged up right now. Slay might be coming back this week. We're not positive, but right now they've been having Shed and Tabor as 2 of their main cover guys, and they are both awful. Since Week 5, Lions have allowed 5 receiving touchdowns to slot receivers, which DJ Moore got a lot of slot work in last week, and I love slot targets, guys. I think they're such valuable targets. Last week in the slot, Allen Robinson ran 20 routes, and Anthony Miller ran 22. So there's 42 slot routes run between the two best offensive players in the game against this team. And Allen Robinson went 6 for 133 and 2 touchdowns, while Anthony Miller went 5 for 122 and 1. Majority being covered by Tease Tabor, and I think that if he's on DJ Moore, I think it's going to be a similar day for him. Like, I don't see why, if Anthony Miller with Mitch Trubisky can do it, why DJ Moore can't. Granted, Anthony Miller is one of my favorite players. I'm writing a complete article only about him right now, and I had a long thread on Twitter about him yesterday. But I think DJ Moore is a super talented guy. I want to see his price. Is it $4,200 this week? $4,200, guys. You can save a lot of money here, and it can allow you to go up to some studs this week. I know that he hasn't been getting it done, but he's been playing the snaps. He had 5 targets last week. He caught 4 balls. If he can catch like 4 or 5 passes, I think that his yards per catch is going to go way up. He's got the talent to break one. They want to get him utilized on the reverses, on screens. They want to get the ball in the playmaker's hands. And I think that the way that Cam Newton was getting hit so early and often last week, they're going to want to get the ball a little bit quicker, get in the hands of these playmakers, give it to CMC, give it to DJ Moore. I think that at $4,200, DJ Moore could definitely fit into some of my lineups this week. And the one other guy that I don't have on my article right there, and it's because I kind of just switched to him in the last couple days, but it's Adam Humphries. And what I was really looking at was the fact that in these 3 games, we had one play caller, right? Todd Monken was calling the plays. Last week, when I said that it was a weird game, one of my subscribers, Ken, who I shouted out in my last video, Ken, you're going to get another shout out in this video, he pointed out that the Bucs actually switched play callers, and Dirk Cutter, their head coach, was actually calling the plays for the game for the team last week. And they're going back to Monken, and even if that wasn't the case, I still thought that this was kind of a fluky game, but that's actually like a concrete reason that we can point to. And look at him. He was averaging 9 targets a game over the last 3 games. 7.7, 14, 29. But the thing that I liked over the last 2 games, he caught a ball for 30. He caught a ball for pretty much 30. His average was 26.5. He's not only getting these like 7-yard routes that like Edelman gets in the slot. He's getting like some downfield shots. So Ryan Fitzpatrick's looking for him 15, 20 yards downfield. And he's also getting 9 targets a game. So at $3,800, I went to him last week because he saved me a lot of money, and I'm going back to him this week. I think at $3,800 is a great price for Humphries. I'm going right back to the well. And guys, do me a favor. If you made it this far in the video, drop a like, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the video, to the channel, check out the blog posts, pick 2 out of the 4, I don't care what it is, and comment on the video. Comment and tell me, out of those 4 things, which 2 things did you do? I appreciate you. I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Take care, guys. Good luck this week.